everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington, and before we dive into today's key, which is dissecting whether or not I believe this new blind item that's coming out saying that, well, we're going to get into it, okay? Essentially, it's about whether or not Diana Jenkins is threatening to sue Garcelle Beauvais over BOTGATE and all of this situation. We're going to get into it. I'll tell you whether or not I actually believe this. Okay. Now, before we dive in, my candy canes, you know what to do. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend because a key is always better with community. Also, be sure to check out the description box below and shop our love collection. As always, everything in my video is alleged, rumored, opinion-based. All images and audio and video is protected under the fair use doctrine. So let's get into it, guys. Let's dive in. Just as a little bit of an overview before we get into it, we all know that this past year, Garcelle Beauvais' 14-year-old son, Jax, was the victim of an online cyber attack that had racist messages and threatening messages. One of the worst things they said was, we would have our foot on your neck if it wasn't for your white daddy. Tell your mom to leave Diana alone or you guys will have to deal with us. We also found out that they also sent her son her Playboy pictures. So essentially they sent her son her nudes, which is pretty disgusting, pretty vile, okay? Now, what else do we know? We also know that it came out that people were saying it might be Diana Jenkins who's behind it, Lisa Rinna, Erica Jane, maybe Nicki Minaj. That was even a rumor going around because Nicki was mad at Garcelle irrationally because Garcelle simply just did her job on The Real and interviewed a woman who, it's been out there. I'll just say alleged to protect my channel, but the woman who allegedly said that, Nicki Minaj's husband had assaulted her in a sexual manner, right? So she got pissed off at Garcelle and a bunch of other people for simply talking about it, and Garcelle was just doing her job. So people speculated, was Nicki Minaj behind the bots? Could that be behind it, right? Now, after this all went off, we realized during the first reunion part 1 that Garcelle had launched her own investigation into BOTGATE, right? Prior to that, we had known Diana had, because Diana publicly via social media said that she was doing her own investigation. She was suing John Doe's, trying to figure out who was behind BOTGATE. We all were like, is this another stunt the way you did with like the 100K against the Lion Air victims? Are you really trying to figure out who's behind it, or are you trying to control the narrative? If you control the investigation, then you control the information that gets out there. You control the narrative, right? So we were like, are you doing this because you're guilty and you're trying to protect yourself? And it's also really suspicious because we're going to see it tonight on part 2 of the reunion, but we also saw it in the spoilers. It's revealed that, and I've been saying this since day one, it's revealed that Erica Jane, and I'm pretty sure Lisa Rinna too by proxy, already knew that Diana Jenkins was going to do her own investigation, her own lawsuit into the anonymous, quote, anonymous bots, right? But this is my question. Why did Erica Jane? It's revealed that Erica Jane knows because she's like, oh, she's suing the John, she inserts herself. She's like, oh, she's suing the John Does and all this stuff. Why does Erica Jane know? That we see that on camera that Erica Jane knows. It's my assumption and opinion that Lisa Rinna by proxy knows. Why does Erica Jane and Lisa Rinna know this, but Garcelle doesn't know this? Why would Diana Jenkins launch an investigation and file a legal lawsuit against the anonymous bots regarding the attacks against Garcelle's son, which therefore the text messages then implicated Diana? Why wouldn't she tell Garcelle first? that she was going to do an investigation and do a lawsuit. She didn't tell Garcelle until the reunion, but Erica knew. And I'm guessing Lisa Rinna knew too. You know why? Because Lisa Rinna, Erica Jane, and Diana were all in on it. They were all in on it, in my humble opinion. They were all in on it. And that's why Erica Jane knew about the lawsuit and Garcelle didn't. All right, now let's talk about, let's see what we're going to do first. Okay, let's talk about the blind item. So this is the blind item that was leaked. And again, don't worry, if you can't see the screen, I'll read it so all our bases will be covered, okay? So this was the blind item that was dropped today. This was dropped like an hour ago, okay? So this is from Bravo and Cocktails. It says, this woman who is no longer speaking to the newly ex-housewives and said that she wouldn't say her name anymore. It's not because she's over her. It's because if she does, she will be attacked with a legal lawsuit. Okay, it's my assumption that the people that they're talking about in the blind item, and just for a quick overview, in case you don't know what a blind item is, a blind item is when a magazine or a press or a blog, they will tell you like context clues around the celebrity or the reality star or whoever it is that they're talking about, but they give you enough context for you to figure out who it is. And so based on this blind item, it's my assumption that this woman is Garcelle, and she's no longer speaking to the newly ex-housewives, which my assumption is they mean Diana Jenkins. I'm not sure why they said ex-housewives, I'm not sure. Allegedly, Shady says Bravo has in the contract that they can't sue each other. Right, but don't forget, in the leaked threatening text message that we saw in part 1 of the reunion, Diana said in the threat, she said, and no Bravo contract will stop me. Okay? She said that in the text message. That's what she said in the threatening text that she said to Garcelle. She said, if anybody happens to my children, I'm coming for you. It was the same exact threatening text where she revealed that she was like, oh, and is this why you told Cherie to take down the birthday text? Because you're trying to make me look like a racist? So she already said that. Okay, now let's get back to it. Okay, now this woman is no longer speaking to the newly ex-housewives, and she said she wouldn't say her name anymore. We all know that Garcelle and also Sutton have been refusing to talk about Diana. They've been refusing to say her name. They've been refusing to engage in the BS when it comes to Diana. And then it goes on to say, it's not because she's over her. It is because if she does, she will be attacked with a legal lawsuit. Okay. Now, this is saying that Diana Jenkins would do a lawsuit against Garcelle Beauvais if she talks her name. Because remember in that threatening text she sent to Garcelle, she said, I will go after you legally and no Bravo contract will stop me, right? So that was the threat. It was the legal threat that she said in that text exchange, right? Now, the reason why I don't believe this. Okay, before I go into why I don't believe this and who I think is actually behind leaking this information, let's listen to what Garcelle said a few days ago at BravoCon regarding BOTGATE and everything like that, okay? Let's get into it, you guys. 1 second. Let me exit the full screen. Okay. All right, you guys. Let me get it up here for you. 1 sec. And while I'm getting the video up, be sure to like the video. Get those likes up, guys. Get those likes up while I get this video ready. Okay. Now listen, this is what Garcelle said about BOTGATE during BravoCon. It's uploading. But get those likes up while we do it. And then I'm going to tell you why I don't agree with this blind item. Because don't forget, blind items, sometimes they turn out to be true. Sometimes they turn out to be false. Sometimes they turn out to what I actually think this is about. Okay, but we'll get into it. Here we go.
How do you feel about the Diana situation today? Did you get resolution that day or no?
I'm not mentioning her. I'm done.
Can I mention Lisa Rinna?
Sure.
How do you feel about her after reunion?
It's been a lot this season, and not just on the show. There's been a lot outside of the show, and I think it takes it away from the show. And I also think that social media was weaponized, and that's not okay. Let the show play out. Let the fans and the audience get to see it, and stop taking it away from the show and doing it on social media. I think it's a coward way to go.
On the note of social media, do you have answers yet about the bot attacks on Jax?
No, I got an update, but I'm waiting for, I think in 2 days I'll have more. And it's really important to me that I find out.
How do you feel?
Okay. So that was Garcelle basically saying, listen, I'm not saying Diana's name. Let's put this back up here. Okay, so that was Garcelle basically being like, I'm not saying Garcelle's name. Garcelle saying, I'm not saying Diana's name. I'm not here for it. However, I still have my investigation open. I should know more in a couple of days. Now, I know a lot of people on Twitter, on Instagram, TikTok was like, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Garcelle's going to tell us. That's actually not what Garcelle said. She said that she would find out more information in the next couple of days. She never said that she was going to drop it to us in the next couple of days. Because think about it. Garcelle is smart. She's strategic. I'm sure by now, because this was recorded at BravoCon, right? So I'm sure by now she has more information. But she's not a hothead. She doesn't go straight to social media. She doesn't go straight to Twitter and TikTok and drop everything before having everything, her ducks in a row, right? She was strategic about the investigation. She didn't go public with it until the reunion, which I think was a very smart move, right? She wasn't like Diana playing in our faces over here on the YouTube, Instagram, Twitter streets. So I think that Garcelle herself and her team probably has a lot more information, okay? And it's also been said that she says, I know who's behind the BOTGATE, or I know when I get behind the or when I figure out who's behind, BOTGATE, I want them fired from Bravo. I don't want to have to film with them. I want them fired. Okay. So that's what things have been saying. So this is the thing. Number one, if it is true that Garcelle is saying, I want the person fired from Bravo who is behind BOTGATE, then does that mean it's not Nicki Minaj? Because Nicki Minaj, other than her weird hosting of the Potomac reunion, other than that, I don't think Nicki Minaj is employed by Bravo. So if she's saying the person behind BOTGATE, I want them fired, does that mean it really is someone from the cast? It's Diana, it's Rinna, it's Erica, it's all three. It's a combination. Is that confirmation that it's not Nicki Minaj? Now remember, this is still alleged. This is what people are speculating. This is what she's saying. We have yet to have 100% confirmation of who exactly was behind BOTGATE, okay? We have still to have yet to say that. And remember, Garcelle didn't say she was going to tell us. She said she was going to find out and she was going to handle it. She didn't need Diana's low-key microaggression being like, I have privilege and I have money and I can get illegal. Yeah, guess what? Garcelle has privilege and Garcelle has money and she has her own investigators and she has her own legal team. So shut the hell up, Diana. Okay? Shut it up. Now, let's get to the blind item. The reason why I think that this blind item, again, they always give us context clues. Based on these context clues, I think it's saying it's about Garcelle and Diana, okay? I don't believe it. I think it's being leaked by Diana's camp. And the reason why I think it's being leaked by Diana's camp is because, as we all know, Diana really, really cares about how she looks in the public. We know she's super thirsty. We know that she puts out fake press releases. We know that she does a sweep on Google searches. So now it's harder to find all her allegations from being allegedly a high class madame, allegedly from being a child sex trafficker. It's harder now to find those images. It's harder now to find those articles. They still exist, but it's harder to find because her team did a sweep. We all know that Diana Jenkins loved to keep up appearances. I think that Diana is pissed that she has gotten all of this backlash. I think that she's pissed that Garcelle was basically one of the queens of BravoCon, and that Garcelle is paying her dust, as we saw throughout the season. And at the reunion, Garcelle kept saying, "Why are you so obsessed with me? You keep coming after me in social media. You keep my name in your mouth. Even when it has nothing to do with me, you're still coming after me." I think it really irritates. Again, I'm not a doctor, I don't diagnose, but I think a person with like a narcissistic personality disorder, probably when you stop feeding them, i.e., you stop giving them your energy and your attention, they lash out. I think this is her way of lashing out and doing damage control. I don't think Garcelle is worried one damn bit about Diana allegedly saying that she was going to attack her with a legal suit. And another reason why I don't think this is true is because Garcelle stopped giving Diana energy and attention during the reunion. She was like, "I don't want to talk to her. You can't talk to her. I don't want to talk to her. It's over." She had that energy before Diana said she was going to like sue her. Before and after, right? So it doesn't make sense that now all of a sudden Garcelle would be afraid to say Diana's name or afraid to talk about her because she's afraid of a legal suit. To me, it seems like Diana is trying to take back control, being like, "No, Garcelle isn't saying my name because she's over me. No, Garcelle isn't paying me dust because I'm a bad person. Garcelle's not saying my name because I have the power. I would sue her. I have all the privilege. I have all the legal team, blah, 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 blah." I think this is a power play on Diana's part, trying to, again, get into the limelight and take back control of the narrative. Because it just does not make sense that Garcelle is so scared to say Diana's name because me and Diana Jenkins might sue her. No, Garcelle's not saying her name because of exactly what Garcelle already told us. She has her own investigation going on. She believes that at least Diana was behind it. She was very pissed and offended and felt disrespected that Diana threatened her. That is why Garcelle doesn't have your name in her mouth, because she doesn't have to, boo-boo. Garcelle is relevant on her own, 100%. She doesn't need to have your name in her mouth. She's not scared the way you have her name in your mouth all the time, trying to seek some type of relevancy. And a woman who is scared of legal retaliation, why would Garcelle then continuously say, as we just heard, she still has the investigation going on? She's still going to get more information. I think she's not saying your name and she's not engaging with you, not because she's scared of you suing her, but because she wants to make sure her lawsuit against you is tight. That's why she's not talking about you. That's why she's not keeping your name in her mouth, because as we all know, loose lips sink ships. I think Garcelle is being very strategic. I think she's being really smart. The reason why she disengaged with you at the reunion, the reason why she says she doesn't want to talk about you, is because she wants to make sure, and I mean damn sure, that if this investigation comes out and it turns out you're behind it, she has not said nor done anything to jeopardize the legal suit she has against you, Diana. You're not the only person with lawyers, boo-boo. You're not the only person with money, boo-boo. Baby, you're not the only one with privilege. Garcelle has privilege, lawyers, and money, okay? So back it up. And she also has class and the truth on her side. The truth. So this blind item, because remember, guys, remember this. When Reality Blurb, when Bravos and Cocktails, when all these other places give us articles and narratives and tea, we also always have to put on our candy cane critical thinking hats and think, does this make sense? And who does this serve? Because just because they print it doesn't mean it's the truth. That's why we get up here and I always say allegedly, rumored, opinion based. And then me on my channel, I know some other content creators don't operate this way. But over here, when I read the article, we go through it and I'm like, remember this? Remember that? Nope, let's talk about it. It's not just, oh, let's just regurgitate whatever they tell us and act like that's the truth. No, we have to analyze, we have to have commentary, we have to think about it, we have to use common sense and logic. Common sense and logic, okay? And it's not necessarily the fault always of the people publications putting it out. They're just putting out what they get. They're putting out, their tea, they're putting out their exclusives, they're putting out their whatever it is. Sometimes I think they are in certain people's pockets, and sometimes you just get a scoop and you run with it. They're not saying this is 100% the truth either. They're saying allegedly. It's all over. It's alleged, right? We're all just getting the tea and then sharing it. But over here with the Candy Cane Gang, we think about it too. We think about it. So, and also you guys, I saw some questions going fast in the chat box about Diana and Cherie and all of that stuff. I will link it below in the description box, but I did a whole video on Diana, we'll say, because she's litigious, allegedly being exposed for paying off Cherie and maybe some other celebrities that has yet to be quote confirmed. I did a whole deep dive into that. So for all the people who had questions about Diana and Cherie and the birthday text and the threatening text messages to Garcelle, I will link that below and you guys can go watch that, because that's when I did the deep dive. We watched some video content. We had the receipts, we had the threatening text messages, we had the video interviews. We did a whole deep dive into that. So I'll link that down below. But this to me also shows that Diana probably is shaking in her boots right now. She's shaking in her boots because her threatening Garcelle didn't stop Garcelle. If Garcelle was worried about her saying, I'm going to take legal action against you, she sure as hell didn't act like it at the reunion. Garcelle was like, what? You came after my son? Here we go, giddy up. And she said her truth. If I'm so scared that Diana's going to sue me, if I'm so scared, then how come Garcelle at the reunion said straight up she thought it was Diana? Why would you say that if you're worried about somebody suing you? You would do what all the rest of them do who are in the middle of fraud lawsuits. Oh, I can't talk about it. Oh, my lawyer said I shouldn't talk about it. Oh, we have a lawsuit going on. We're doing our own investigation. I can't talk about it. I can't really say much. Oh, I wish I could, Andy. I wish I could. I wish I could talk about it, but I can't talk about it. Shut up, guys. Shut up. Kyle, Erica, Lisa, Dorit, all of them who are all involved in multi-million-dollar lawsuits and alleged fraud schemes and scams. All four of them. They can never talk about it. But Garcelle told it and she talked about it. That is not a mark of a woman who is worried. That is the mark of a mother who is convicted, and she stands in her conviction to redeem her son and to protect her son. Just like she said, that's my child. I'm supposed to be worried about saving you when I have to be worrying about saving my son? And Diana was so disgusting. She could miss me with the whole in my country when people say that. Well, guess what, Diana? You're in America. And in this country, unfortunately, when somebody threatens a black boy to have their knee on his neck, that is a threat, a legitimate physical threat. So miss me, Diana, with your sob story that cannot be conformed, that has never been confirmed or verified. We don't know anything about you, Diana. You say all this stuff, but we actually don't know anything about you. You have a lot of different stories. You have a lot of different claims. You have a lot of bits of wah, wah, wah. We honestly don't know anything about you other than what is alleged about you. It's crazy. All right, you guys, I'm going to take some of your comments before we head out so I can, do some more videos for you guys. Okay, AG says that part, Candy. Hey, Foxy, right at Carla's Corner. Yes. Hey, Tobias, even the stars that came up to say how they love Garcelle, Julia Roberts, for example, exactly. She had an entourage and is not alone. 100%. 100%. Hey, Carla's Corner at Ren. People need to understand where Garcelle is from. Yes. Hey, Lily baby. She goes, hi, Candy. I think Diana can't stand the fact that a black woman didn't bow down to her exactly like other white women on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Exactly. And the funny part is, for as much as she was trying to be very dismissive and low-key microaggression to Garcelle, well, I have the privilege, I have the money, I have the means for this, blah, 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 blah. It's funny how Lisa Rinna and Erica Girardi, it seems to be, are the ones who actually took her up on that, since she's been doing their dirty work since pretty much day one. Hey, Nadja, Nicki Minaj has gone out of control, attacking everyone that talks about her SO husband. Exactly. Her offender husband. Exactly. She was out of control. She really, really was. She really, really was. Hey, Foxy, if Diana comes back on the show, I really hope that Garcelle will never speak to her again. I doubt Diana's coming back. I honestly think Diana right now is probably trying to hide from the feds. I would be if I was her. Like, Diana, boo-boo, the jig is up. The jig is up, babe. I highly doubt she's coming back. But that's a good comment, because they were also saying that, like Garcelle was saying, after everything comes out in the investigation, I want them fired from Bravo, as would be her right. So if it does come out that Diana was, let's just talk hypothetically, right? Hypothetically, if it does come out that Diana was behind BOTGATE, she wants her fired. But let's say it comes out that Diana wasn't behind BOTGATE and she does come back to the show. I agree with you. Regardless, the way Diana spoke to Garcelle, the way she treated Garcelle, the way she dismissed and diminished and attacked Garcelle online, I would pay her dust all day, every day. Hey, Reese. He says, I messaged Garcelle and Sutton, Diana's blinds, basically immediately when Diana was cast. Whether they read them or not, I don't know. Oop. Hey, Aileen at Ren. When I come from Western Europe and currently live in Eastern Europe, it's not as bad here as you seem to think it is. No, I don't think it's bad there. It's just Diana trying to have a sob story. Jersey Girl says, yes, definitely watch that. Yes, that's right, you guys. I'm going to link down below my deep dive I did into exposing Diana for paying off Cherie and other people. I'll have that linked below. Hey, Nadja, can't wait for Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Reunion Part 2. I can't wait either. It's going to be on and it's going to be popping. It's going to be on and popping. Hey, Tobias, when she arrived at Garcelle's party, oh, it's dead indeed. Be careful with my bag. It's $500,000 and put it in the car. What a bee. That part. She is just disgusting. She is just disgusting all the way around. Hey, Steve C. Garcelle has been in the biz for years. She knows the ins and outs, has connections, a platform, and how to do stuff, or she wouldn't have lasted as long as she has. It's foolish to go after her. 100%. And you notice they came after Garcelle, they came after Kathy, and the only thing they did was made them shine brighter because they were so dark. You put a candle next to the darkness, the candle shines brighter. You see what I'm saying? AG says exactly. Hey, Eileen, Diana's definitely thought she'd be more popular than she turned out to be. I mean, did Diana know how does Diana know how TV works? This is the thing. You don't even have to be a reality star for people to start digging into your past and into your business and exposing you. And you don't even have to be a celebrity for people to have an opinion about you. You merely have to exist. We're all allowed to have an opinion. Hey, Naja says, yes, I agree, Candy. Thank you. Hey, Jersey Girl at Eileen, I agree. Hey, Reese, Diana needs to stay on TV so I can fully expose her crimes and it be shown. Detective Reese is on it. Hey, Foxy, Diana is so hated. She don't get that herself, dummy. It's kind of like how Lisa Rinna was shook that she got booed. It's like, how did you not know you were gonna get booed? Like, don't you know that you're actually not liked on like a legitimate level? People don't like you, boo boo. Hey, Steve C, can't talk about it. Hey, Foxy, we're gonna talk about it, Diana. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it, guys. Hey, Kristen, shots fired. I love this. Me too, me too. It's so good. Hey, Eileen, and Kyle was disgusting for chiming in. Kyle was very disgusting. Very disgusting, but I think she learned her lesson. It seems like in part 2, when Sutton goes off on Diana, and when Garcelle goes off on Diana before she says, I don't want to talk to her anymore, and shuts it down, I don't want to talk to her. See, that's the thing where I know this blind item isn't right, because Garcelle stopped talking to Diana during the reunion. That's when she started being like, I can't talk to her. You can't talk to her. It was in the spoiler teaser that came out, so we're going to see it tonight. But that's when she started doing that to her. So, you know what I mean? All right, let's see. Grace says, hi, Candy and everyone. Hi, sweetheart. Hey, Foxy. Kyle wants Mo to sell Diana's freaking house. That part. Hey, Kristen. She goes, I hope whomever is behind the bots, whoever gets either justice in the courts and is charged, or justice from the streets, baby. Justice from the streets, baby. Yes. Okay, let's see what's going on, you guys. All right. Hey, AG. He says, at Eileen, right, but Diana needs to know that I don't care how much money Diana has. She will never be proper, and she will never be Garcelle. That part. They are so jealous of Garcelle. It's not even funny. Hey, Eileen, all I saw from Diana was her being miserable and mean. That part. Hey, Carla's career. She goes, Diana, been around the block enough times and seen enough black folks to know better. I don't buy her act. Thank you. I don't buy her act either. I think she came on and she was fronting, she was faking, and I'm not trying to be stereotypical, but I bet you Diana knows how to switch. I bet you she gets real hood when she needs to get really hood. You know how Erica kind of has a black scent sometimes when she gets all like, and she gets all crazy like that? I bet you Diana does it too. You know what I mean? AG says, exactly. Carla Kona says, right, G. Allegedly, Shady Shannon says, Cherie is a sellout. That part, yes, I agree with you 100% on that. If you guys missed that, it'll be linked down below. Hey, Eileen, she goes, yep, her money does not matter, just miserable and irritating. That part. Hey, Marcella, that's right, you guys. Hit that like button. Get the likes up, you guys. It really helps my channel grow. Also, be sure to subscribe and share. Subscribing, sharing, it's a free way to support the show, and it really, really helps me. Thank you so much, Marcella. I appreciate you. Hey, drama for you. Diana is guilty. If you pay attention when she said, in my country is a threat, blah, 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 that is an admission of guilt. Diana is guilty as hell. I mean, all the way. I mean, allegedly, in my opinion, guilty as it's insane. Hey, Foxy, Diana and Cherie are both gross. Sorry, but it's true. That part. Hey, Maddie Parker. She says, hey, Candy. Hey. Hey, Anthony, Diana looks very masculine in a way that only being born XY can do. Suppose the demise of, quote, her brother was a transformative event in her life. Well, damn. Well, damn, you just don't go ahead and set it. All right, let's see where you guys are at real quick. We'll take a couple more. Oh, hey, Babs. Babs says, I like how Diana tried to play the naive victim. Exactly. What is it? It's just pencil it out. Meanwhile, she's sending heavy-handed legal threats and trashing Garcelle on social media. That's the thing. Diana likes to play dumb. She likes to say, like, oh, what do you mean? Oh, English. Oh, because you're so gorgeous and all this other BS. But yet, she had a very strong command of the English language, just like Babs pointed out. She had a very strong command of the English language when she was sending Garcelle threatening text messages and when she was trying in her pathetic way to read Garcelle, but it didn't land because you can never read Garcelle, Diana. You just can't. You just can't. Okay, AG says, Diana thought she was a language barrier, but she's obviously has a brain barrier with her disgusting behavior if she thought that Garcelle was going to play when it came to her child. That part. And Garcelle was 100% correct when she said, I think they want me off the show, and the way to get me out was to go after my children, because if you go after my children, most likely I'm out. But she was like, I'm not out, because that would be giving them what they wanted, right? Like a Denise Richards. But the reason why they couldn't go after Garcelle directly is because Lisa Rinna told on them. Remember when she was like, oh, if I go after Garcelle, everyone's going to call me racist. That's why they didn't go after Garcelle directly, because they didn't want it to be pinned back on them and that they would be called racist. They had these, quote, anonymous bots go after Garcelle indirectly via her son. And she was 100% right. They were trying to get her off the show, and they thought that if they attacked her children, she'd be off. She's 100% right. Hey, Eileen. When I went to school in the Netherlands, we had quite a few refugee kids joining my school during the war there. Most of them were really nice kids trying to adapt. I'm not buying her poop. I agree 100%. Hey, Christine. She goes, or Kristen. Hey, Kristen. In my opinion, I believe exactly all that came out about Diana. Just my opinion. It's my opinion as well. It's my opinion. Hey, drama for you. Ha, ha, ha. Yep. Hey, Anthony. Same with one of Diana's countrymen. Oh, my goodness. Dua Lipa. Oh, my goodness. Anthony, you're going to get me in trouble. You're going to get me in trouble. Thank you, Marcella. I appreciate your support. Hey, Aries, Diana's probably in arms trade. She's probably a thug to the max. Allegedly, she was in the sex trade, arms trade, drugs trade. They're all intertwined. Hey, Blue Pixie, Diana really thought she could go on reality TV and be liked regardless of her character and her demeanor because she is rich, speaks loud about her as a person. I mean, listen, wealth whispers, new rich, whatever you want to call it, screams. And she was screaming. Hey, Foxy. She goes, true, Babs. Hey, Eileen. The Bosnian refugee kids at my school in the Netherlands were nice. I don't like her, like how she keeps using it as an excuse. 100%. They did not act like this at all. 100%. Grace says Diana is Eastern Euro TT word. Hey, GGF637. That's right. Get the likes up, guys. Get those likes up. It really, really helps. Hey, Victoria. She goes, I can't wait for Kathy to read Rinna for Filth. Me either. It's going to be the best thing ever. Anthony says Diana playing dumb. Harry's wife should have had her on the Spotlight Bingo pod crap. Hey, Babs. If Garcelle left the show, it would be like giving in to the terrorist demands. That part. Grace says she's agree. Babs is laughing and loving it. I love it too. I love it too. Hey, Mary Jane Baby. She goes, at Babs, most definitely. Anita says, Candy, you're so right. Thank you, sweetheart. Anthony says, yikes, I want to get you in trouble. I'll try to dial it back. Anthony, it's all good. Do you, baby. Do you. Do you. Don't censor yourself. You can do you. All right, you guys, we are on here. I am so sweaty. I was like, oh my God, I'm sweating. So I'm going to go and I'm going to put on my AC because it got hot all of a sudden. But I love you guys so much. I love you. I love you. I love you. All right, let's see what you guys are saying, and then we're going to wrap it up so I can go and do some more intel for you guys. So Barbara says, Diana doesn't like the fact that her connections to Epstein and being a madam came out. that part. Hey, Reese, I want to see Kathy react to Diana Pimp in Paris. Oh, Reese, you get me in trouble. Hey, Garobi, there's 2 actresses that Diana pimped them out. Ghislaine Maxwell in prison for the same thing. I mean, allegedly, rumor has it, alleged, Diana has been connected to Ashanti, Lisa Rinna, Amanda Bynes, Hayden Panettiere, Paris and Nikki Hilton, and who else? I forget who else. Allegedly, okay? Foxy's laughing. Eileen, I'm not American, but you can sue people for telling, but can you sue people for telling the truth? You can try it, you can sue them, but you're not gonna win. I mean, unfortunately, and maybe fortunately, anybody can pretty much sue anybody, but it's whether or not it gets dismissed, it's whether or not you win, it's whether or not you get sued back. You know, there's a lot that goes into it. There's anti-slap laws. Anti-slap laws basically are in place to prevent people from suing other people just to bully and silence them. Thank you for the hearts, Eileen. Hey, Atif, someone should sue Diana for PTSD from all that lip licking. Hello. That's right. Get those likes up. Thank you so much, Anita. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Reese says there was way more. I mean, it was allegedly decades long. Hey, Eileen, I will honestly watch an entire episode with bunny ears stapled onto Rinna and Diana, trying to push her into her cauldron. Reese says, Selena. I mean, Ashanti the singer. Yeah, I heard that Ashanti is in room 23 book. And don't forget, Ashanti also was like 16, 17 when she was hooking up with, what's his face? Gotti, is that his name? Gotti or something like that? And he got big mad and came out and they were all talking about it. Unfortunately, it happens a lot. Unfortunately, Grace says she's licking her lips because she is half demon lizard. Recess Bieber. Oh, that's right. Selena Gomez, Justin Bieber, that whole crew. Allegedly, drama for you. I want to see Kathy talk about Rinna's husband, Harry, laughing my A off. Me too. J-Lo. Yeah, it's a lot. It goes deep. Oh my goodness. Thank you, AG. I just saw the super chat. I appreciate it. I'm loving it, Candy. You're on it. Thank you. Thank you, Candy Cane, for that super chat. I appreciate it. Garcelle is Haitian. Yes, she is. Thank you for the super chat. Iggy Azalea. Wow, Reese is on this. Thank you, Jose. Or Hosea, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Jose, for the likes and the hearts and the crowns. I appreciate you. R. Kelly, I think R. Kelly was doing his own scheme. R. Kelly was doing his own scheme. That's why he's in jail for like 30 years. He was running his own racket. Atif says, Diana tried to say that book helped people. Girl, helped her pocket. Reese says, Nicole Scherzinger, whatever her name is, from Pussycat Dolls. Rhobh Gotti. Yes, thank you, Mary Jane. Rhobh Gotti. So remember, Rhobh Gotti and Ashanti were in a sexual relationship when I believe she was underage or right at the cusp. And I think he was married. Allegedly. Go check me on this, but I'm pretty sure that was a whole situation. And then he got really mad at her because then she started dating I forgot. Is it Ja Rule? And then he got pissed because she was dating Ja Rule. Okay. Allegedly, Sadie says, Diana didn't want anyone to talk about that book. Exactly. If you're so proud of the book, why can't we talk about it? Hey, Carmel Kisses. She goes, hey, Candy, everyone. I'm late, LOL. Replay gang, replay gang, replay gang. Smash that like, please. That's right, you guys. Get those likes all the way up. Hey, Eileen, I'm still annoyed about that season when they wouldn't eat Garcelle's Haitian food. I would try all of it. They are so dirty. They are so dirty. You know what I mean? If Jamie Lee Curtis came out with Haitian food, they'd be like, oh my God, Jamie Lee Curtis has Haitian food? It's so chic. It's so chic. It's the chicest Haitian food. They all nothing but a big fake and phony, low-key microaggression all day long. Mix me with them. Super peepers. Yes. Let's see what you guys are saying. Hey, Eileen says, hey, Grace, yes, I'm love trying different foods. Me too. Reese says Bella Thorne. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised with Bella Thorne, to be honest. Didn't she, like, break, what's it called? OnlyFans? Grace says, me too, Eileen. Eileen says, haha, yes. Hey, Victoria. She goes, which housewife do you think had the best outfit on at the reunion? Who had the best outfit? Honestly, I think Sutton. I really like Sutton's. I really like Sutton's outfit. I think she did a good job. Tag says the only races I see on the show are the full Fox 5. Exactly. Only by Grace says Kim Pye reported that Diana is coming back as full-time housewife and Shuri as a friend of. How is Diana coming back? Cannot handle it. Hey, AG, he was married. She started dating Nelly. Thank you. Hey, Barbara Ann, they're trying to bring out the worst in Garcelle, but she's too classy and that is eating them up. Exactly. Foxy says no. I know. All right, you guys, this has been so much fun. Tag says with the way Erica was dressed, I thought she was going to climb and slide down a pole at any moment. But this is the thing. I thought, hold on, you guys, 1 second. Okay, it went too fast, but the comment about Diana coming back, have they confirmed anyone coming back? Didn't Andy say he would only confirm it after the reunion? And we have 2 more parts for the reunion. So I'm going to go and I'm going to do my own digging to see about that. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Anthony says, unrelated topic, does anyone think it's likely Lisa, Brandy, and Denise will be a love triangle? Lisa was way too pissed off about it all, like a jilted lover. Oh my goodness. No, I think Lisa Rinna just needed a storyline, and she's nobody's friend. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go do some digging. I'm going to look into this situation about Diana allegedly coming back. Let's see if that's true or not. But I love you guys. This has been so much fun. I'm also going to turn my AC on because your girl's sweating over here. So I'm going to go turn on my AC. I love you guys so, so much. This is the best. So before we head out, you know what to do. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend because a key is always better with community. Check out the description box below and shop our love collection. So with that, you guys, this has been so much fun. I love you. I'm going to go do some digging, and I will see you guys next time. Okay? Love ya. Bye.
Welcome to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care, where your host, writer, actor, and producer Candy Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and join the conversation on Instagram @Candy Washington. Let's go!